Hi guys, what's going on guys? This is the guide to cook, I don't know yet. First, get yourself a cutting board out. Get yourself some salt. Now this is salt. Whatever. Salt. The guide to cook a perfect onion. Okay, so first we're gonna actually want to make sure the onion is ripe. So, see the skin? You need to make sure the skin's on. So, if the skin's not on, that means it's not ripe and it's disgusting. So what you're gonna first want to do is go get yourself a knife. But before we do that, be sure to check out the stem. So both roots are on the bottom root and the top root. So if the top root is all hairy like that one, that means it's ripe. So,
and be careful when you get down, you can slip off this. And put the knife down, always point it down, always, like that. Point it down.
okay guys, so sharpeners and knives. So with all this, we're also going to do a flambe, so get ready for that one. So first, flip it over. Get your knife, get your sharpener. I typically have a lot of energy when I'm cooking, but sometimes I just don't have a lot of energy, and like right now, I don't have too much energy, but I'm very excited to cook. So, cut it up. Make sure you sharpen it very good. So first, get to the bottom. And guys, before we do continue, guys, did you guys know I'm the first kid that ever knows how to actually cook a lot of different foods? Now, most people don't know, but I'm the first kid on YouTube to show how to cook from to start to finish. So now, what I used to do, I used to edit. So I used to cut parts out and make it even better. But now, if there's a part I mess up in, I sometimes delete it, but... So, this top root, leave it on there. That is going to start making it cry rapidly. So, first, get your thumb. Sort of squeeze the skin. So now my biggest recommendation is to actually get a pan out. Already, get a pan out. Already, just to get prepared. So what I would recommend is getting out the pan 20 minutes early and get ready for the big day. So first, that's weird. Ugh. Okay, so this is the guide. So you're gonna first want to sear it. So what that means is you're gonna want to cut it. So this is the onion. So you guys don't want to see it down there, but let's just twist it. So this is the onion. First, you're gonna want to get off all the skin. What is the perfect angle doing this? So guys, this is the angle that is pointing at the kitchen. So first, you're gonna want to get your onion, and then you're all going to want to cut it. Then you're first gonna want to cut it. Lower it down very. Now you're gonna want to get the onion. Now cut.
Then slow. Ben?
So this
I
is
want
the
you
only
to-
way of getting the skin on.
I want you to be slow with the knife.
Now, there might be a little bit,
Careless with the knife, Benny.
there might be a tiny bit of brown marks on it, but that happens because, now when you use the knife to actually get off the skin, it's actually very
Benny, I'll be
easy.
back in a little bit. Please be careful.
Where are you going?
I gotta drop off some dry cleaning.
So now, after getting off almost all of the skin, now there's a little bit of more of the, so it's a lot easier. So the skin is right here, and you can just crumble that up and take it away. So keep cleaning the board every time. Be sure to coat the board is pretty clean. So if you're sure to get your smaller knife, be sure you cut vertical strokes against the onion. So now it's still not bleeding because it doesn't mean like I'm bleeding, but it means that it's not so oniony. But we're gonna start crying a tiny bit, okay? So first you're gonna want to take off everything, like literally every bit. Take even the tiny crevices of onion off. Keep it on. So if it's strong and it has a couple brown marks on it, not too big of a deal, but you just want to make sure. So to make it sanitized, get a little bit of salt and drop the salt on top to keep it firm. So now, put one indentation on the side and against the side. So then get your big knife. So first you're going to get your big knife. Put it down. Let the weight of the knife go through the skin and go through it. So cut.
Remember, Ben? Never put your fingers and do this.
Yes, so now guys, look, you put your knife right here, put the claw, and that will cut. It has a weird smell sometimes if it's fresh. So first, do that, and that is how you remove that part. So that's the big part done. So look at that, guys. So no crying. Because we cooked it and cut it a different way. Oh, God, guys. Here comes the crying. But still. So when you're cutting onions, you need to make sure that this skin is off. Because this skin is not very good to eat. So first you're going to want to cut it. Keep cutting the onions until you think it's ready. Now, the goal is do not make it too small or too big. So the goal is to cut it into a medium. So in between a big and small. So if it's really crying, guys, be sure to, you need to make sure you get through it. Okay, just to do it a little bit. So first get your oil and then drop it on the pan. So fun fact, guys, I'm the first kid who actually shows how to do it. So I'm an adult. Now, get on your hand, drop the pan on. So what you're sort of doing is you're sort of making it a little bit to get it a little bit higher. So you need a hot pan to do this on. So keep cutting until you think it's perfectly fine. Now there might be a couple of skins on it, but that's really, let's be honest, it's fine. It won't kill you, but it might just taste well. But so first thing I want to take it, I'm going to teach you how to take it off perfectly fine. But first, before we do take off the skin, I need to go to the freezer. Oh God, it's not even cold in here. So guys, I keep my freezer a little bit like a different type of color than other freezers. So first, put your thumb under it, take it off. That's the skin. Take off your skin. Sort of sounds like paper. So that's all those. Keep cutting until you think you are ready. You get your big knife. Then that is how you get the good peppers. So there's some tiny bits. Just go with your tiny knife and cut it. So it's starting to get dull. Sharpen up your knife. Also sharpen up your big knife too, because you're gonna want to put your knife down, and that's gonna cut it all the onions perfectly fine. So now to drop in your onions. Now, you are going to want to turn down the heat. You do not need it too high and too low. So, be sure you throw all those, you get it golden brown. That is the goal for onions. Just so drop all the onions that you have just cut up. Get a little bit of salt and drop it in. Now you can get a lot of salt if you would like to, but I would recommend not doing too much salt because, well, that's a lot. Then just put a tiny bit of pepper and then stir it up. So then your spatula like this and move it around so it's going to start turning golden brown. Then we'll turn it down even more. Be sure that you need to sear these onions. So I'll cut that, drop it in. So now the alcohol I'm going to drop in. You do not need. Jeez, my hands are so slippery. So, but anyway, guys, but you really, be honest, you do not need this stuff to make it perfect and delicious. Just lay a little bit like this. Turn the heat down. Turn the heat down. Got it pretty hot. This is really hard. You do not need alcohol to do this. All you specifically need is just, literally, if you're just trying to learn how to do it, jeez, why is this so hard? There you go. Take off the cap. Sort of broke it a little bit. So now, dump over the bottom. Now be very careful when playing with fire. First, do not put too much. Dump over the end. Sprinkle. Now, you do not need alcohol to do the job. But the alcohol does give it a blast of flavor in every single bite of the onion. So it does give it a little bit of flavor. Now, in a couple of months, or maybe today, I'm going to show you how to actually goodly flambe. So, get prepared because I'm going to show you how to flambe at some point of the day today. I'm going to actually show you how to do it, what the best method is for it. So turn up the heat a little bit, get these things going, because you do not want this stuff just to be burning. So the perfect way is it's going to start smelling like alcohol a tiny bit, but that burns off. So to cover up the smell of the alcohol, get a lot of salt, like a lot, and drop it on. So that patches the smell of it. And also, yeah, it also patches up a little bit of the salt. So what I would recommend is getting a little bit of salt, actually a container of salt, and just pouring a lot right into the center. What that does is a big onion catastrophe. So what that does is that it's gonna start smelling weird from burning stuff, but drop in butter. Now, you might think, Benny, that is just horrible. It will taste disgusting if you add butter. Well, yes, some people say that, but what actually happens is if you drop in the butter, that will actually sear the pan. Press the butter, drop that butter in. What this does is it coats the pan with a non-stickable pound, and it also helps cook these onions and get them golden brown. So, we have had enough salt. So, how do you remove these? So the butter is cooking up these onions. These onions are pretty cooked. So now I just put away these stuff. Now you're going to actually want to put more salt on it. It's ridiculous. Now, do not put any more onions. So now I'm going to actually show you. I just decided something. I'm going to have flambe number 2 in this video. First, get yourself some onions. Pour it. So, the main part of cooking is actually it's not a job. It's a passion, guys. So, I am cooking here on YouTube for a career. I'm doing this to show everybody how to cook fresh foods like this. So, these onions are very good. The alcohol, the Titus handmade vodka, it's going to give these onions that delicious flavor they want. So, these things are very hot, so let it cool down for a little bit. Okay? So, first sharpen up your knife. So, the guide to do this. So, open up the top. The pan is ultra hot right now. So, if you put your hand in it, look, you put a tiny bit of salt. You start burning because that is how it's all hot. So do not try this at home. If you are a professional, all chefs know how dangerous. You're gonna start hearing these crackles, crackle pops, because that's how hot it is. So somewhere at the end, be very careful with this, guys. So first, grip it pretty goodly, put your hand back, and drizzle. Oh my God. Oh my God. So what that just did, guys, I almost set off the fire alarms, guys. Holy mackerel. So what that just did, it just sent a chemical reaction against the pan and made it smoke. So take out this really flammable liquid, dump it. That's the only way to take it. So watch this, guys. So do not try this ever again. Take off your pan. This is ridiculous. Now, drop it. Just do it. Just come on. It's really fun. So, the main point of flambe is just be sure to be very careful, guys. So that's the main point. Just the main point about doing flambes is you need to make sure you know actually how to do it. I do know how to do it, but nobody else knows how to do it. Do not ever try it because it is ultra hard to get it perfection. So now we got a pan. Come back on the heat. So the point is, drop it in that pan. So I'm going to show you guys the main idea. So this pan's gonna heat up very hot. So I'm going to put alcohol into it once again. Throw a tiny bit of salt. Now what I'm gonna do with this vodka is gonna be extraordinary. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I have a fire alarm right over here. So there's not in this kitchen because, well, it's gonna burn down, but so it's gonna get very hot. So when you drop that vodka in, it's so hot, smoke wants to come up. So start hearing those cracks? That is actually the salt. It's actually trying to burn. So what? I'm gonna turn this on exactly when I pour that vodka in. I'm gonna open up this cap right here. So this is crazy. So I'm gonna have to end the video, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.